Hello and welcome to Squabble, a noisy quarrel about something petty or trivial. I'm Carter.
And I'm Jacob.
I'm Hadley. And I'm Amelia.
That's right, we have
two guests. Wow, Jinx.
You owe me a soda, which I have.
Yeah. Kudos to them.
Yeah, they brought
us gifts for since we let them be on our podcast. Thank you guys.
I always feel like when I have a drink that I'm going to spill it.
Yeah, me too. That's why I always put the lid back on. And then it's awkward because I'm always like unscrewing.
Trying to get the lid off. Yeah, I do that at work all the time. I take a drink and then I try to screw the lid back on. And someone's like talking to me and I'm like, just stop. I need a second.
You're also not supposed to be on your workout phone. Or wait. I'm not going to say what I was going to say anymore. I ruined it. Your phone at work, but he texts me all the time. So
so what I do is I say, I'm going to the bathroom. And I just go to the bathroom and get on my phone for a couple seconds, like check Instagram.
Yeah.
I hope nobody from my work is going to watch or listen. I don't do that often. And sometimes I have a break.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes nobody's in the store and we play Pokemon Go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
So, it's great. But we also have a comment of the week that comes from EJ Cron. It's an iTunes review. He gave us 5 stars. And the title of it is Dope Little P-Cast. Yes. He says, solid podcast, pretty dope. Would listen again. Needs more jokes. Get rid of the annoying one. Hire The Rock, Keanu Reeves, and Angelina Jolie for maximum perfection.
Wow.
Wow.
I think that would improve our podcast.
Did? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll...
Also, I'm pretty sure it's Keanu. You said Keanu.
Keanu? You're right. It is Keanu.
I think it's Keanu.
Keanu.
They don't know.
Keanu.
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, speaking of celebrities.
Yeah. Hey, good segue.
Today's episode is about celebrities. It's about the Chris's, the multiple Chris's of the Hollywood world.
Yeah.
And
Hollywood Chris's.
Yeah. And it's Christmas time, and Hadley made a joke.
That was me.
Amelia made a joke. I don't know why I'm switching you guys. I did that earlier too. I apologize. Said it's Merry Christmas, or you said, what did you say? I ruined the joke.
I said it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah. See, that was funny.
And then I said the Christmas list because we have a list of Chris's.
Our favorite Chris's.
Yeah. And it's it's like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, the ones from the superhero movies.
Let's see what else we got. Chris
Pine.
Evans and Chris Pine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So should we just go right into it? Because my number 4.
We should get into it.
Is Chris Evans because I hate Chris Evans.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I hate Chris Evans because I just think he's in attractiveness, he's the least attractive of the Chris's.
That's wrong.
Really?
That's just wrong.
I disagree too.
He's the least attractive. And with his beard, I actually kind of like his beard.
No, his beard makes him way sexier.
No. Anyways, I think he's annoying. I don't. And Captain America is boring. I don't like Captain America that much. And that's why.
This was gonna happen.
Chris Evans is at the bottom. He's the most boring of the Chris's.
Wow.
Yes.
I can agree.
Rest my case. Is he at your bottom of your list?
He is.
Oh.
So I guess I'll go next since he's at the bottom of my list too. I rated him on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hottest, a 6. Okay.
I give him like a 5. I think he's all the other Avengers are hotter than him.
I think that's true.
Including Robert Downey Jr.
Well, Robert Downey Jr. is hot anyways.
But he's old.
So? So is he. I mean, they're all kind of old.
He's getting old. I also low-key kind of
Is that a pun? Low-key?
That was not a pun, but it is now. I low-key hate Chris Evans. I followed him on Twitter for like a second, and I just wanted to kill myself.
I've seen the interviews, and his laugh is lame too. It makes me cringe. I don't know why.
It's adorable.
Is that mean for making fun of his laugh? I like watched an interview that he was in, and I was like, this is terrible. He's mean.
You ask if it's like mean to rate his laugh, but we're like having a list of who's the best.
And you made it on the bottom, so I guess Hey, what's on you? Who's your number?
Well, I disagree with those.
Oh.
My number, what is this, 4?
Oh no.
Is Chris Pine.
No, I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Well,
I disagree.
Wow.
Yeah, see, who would be your number 4?
Chris Evans.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Hadley, you betrayed me. I'm sorry.
Rude.
Chris Pine is the best.
Why? Chris
Yeah.
Pine should be way higher on
Oh,
your
yeah.
list.
No,
He's beautiful.
He is beautiful.
He is. There he is. But like, just I like all of them, but he just came last.
Well,
Just-
I do
They
have
have
to
other
say
better
he's been in the lamer of all the movies.
okay, what I was
I agree
going to
with
say,
that.
though,
Oh, yeah.
is I think he's the best actor, though. Because, I'll rest my case, if you think about all the other Chris's, they're like the same like character in every movie.
True.
That's
Like,
true.
especially with Chris
Yeah.
Pratt. Like, he's the
He's the
same in
funny.
Parks and Rec, and then he was like the same, even in like the
Yeah.
Lego movie when he voices the guy. Even in that, he's like,
Emmett.
he's the same person. Yeah, Emmett,
love
right? and then in Guardians of the Galaxy, he's like the same.
yeah.
So I think his acting isn't as good. And same with like Chris Hemsworth is kind of the same in all his movies too.
Yeah, actually,
Although he is pretty good at.
believe it or not, I put on my list that Chris Pine was the best actor of all
Oh
Chris's
yeah,
too.
So I think he's the most talented,
Great
but
minds
he
think
hasn't
alike.
been in big of movies.
Yeah,
Although he
come
wasn't
on,
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Hollywood,
He
pick him
was
up.
in
Yeah.
Princess Diaries, so
Oh,
that's
whoa.
a classic.
That's
That
true.
means that he goes up
Well,
on my
and he
list.
was in Wonder. He's also been in he was in Wonder Woman, so he was in
He
the
was.
superhero
Yeah.
movies.
That's true, and
Yeah.
that was like the
good
one
movie.
good movie that DC made.
Yeah.
So there's that. I also just put like a little side note that Christian Bale is kind of a Chris, and I just threw him in on the list
Okay.
and said he was better than Chris Evans.
What? He's ugly, first of all. Is that your honorable
What?
mention? Yeah, he was ugly.
Yeah,
We've
I
all
rated
seen the
him a
Batman
5 out
movies.
of the
Yeah.
hotness
He was
scale.
ugly. Yeah, he is a good actor though. I'll give you that. And he was the
He
best
is a good
Batman.
actor.
He was better than Ben. What's his name? Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Yeah, he is a great actor. That's all I had to say. Do Christophers count as Chris's?
I actually had that question too.
Okay, technically, Chris Evans' name is Christopher, so.
Ooh, exposed.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
doesn't. So he's
Yeah.
DQ'd. He doesn't deserve to be on the list.
Well, they're all named Christopher, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
That's true.
and
Just
Chris
call him
Bale
Chris.
sounds just
Or Christian.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody. Yeah. Sorry. Don't go by Chris.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Said you put Chris Evans at
Yeah.
the bottom too.
Yeah.
So
We all agree except
Sorry,
for
Amelia.
Amelia.
okay. Jacob, what about your
Fine.
next one?
My next one, I actually have to look at my list. I knew Chris Evans.
Oh
was at the
shoot.
bottom. Did you forget the timer?
Yeah.
You literally, before we started shooting, we talked about the sticky
I
note.
was
You
about
just
to
put-
tell you, and then I was like, he remembered.
I didn't.
He did not. Oh, number 3 is Chris Pine, which I know is kind of like sacrilegious because I was just defending Chris Pine, but I guess you could say it's Chris.
Sacrilegious.
Yeah, I tried. That was bad.
It was close.
It was actually pretty close, but no, Chris Pine is good. But like I said, he's not as attractive as the other ones, except for Chris Evans. And he is. Oh, you disagree?
They're just also attractive.
That's true. But I think he is. He's lesser on scale compared to my top 2, and he's just kind of lame. He's in lame movies. So,
What?
yeah.
He's not lame.
Oh,
He's not.
sorry.
He's really good in Wonder Woman.
Yes.
He is really good, but like, what's
He's
another
great in
movie
Wonder
he's been
Woman.
in? that,
Princess
like, is
Diaries.
really-
It's so good.
That's true. He was in
And
Into the
He was
Woods.
in A Wrinkle
Yeah.
in Time.
And that was good.
And he
Oh,
sang.
well, Wrinkle in Time was
That
like
wasn't-
bad.
Ooh, I
I
hate
didn't like
that.
Yeah, and nobody.
Yeah, I
liked
hated that movie too.
Yeah.
But
I-
he was good in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the only good part, and
He
he
was
is
the
the
only
hottest of
good
all the
part,
Chris's.
says Carter.
Fight me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I rated him the most hot out of all the Chris's.
What?
Ooh,
Actually,
I
he is
disagree
pretty
with that.
attractive, but I don't think he's the most.
He's got the most sharpest jawline. He could cut through
The
metal
most
with that
sharpest.
jaw.
the most sharpest.
It's true.
You are correct about that. I think it's his beard. I think it's a
No, without his
optical
beard.
illusion.
Without his beard.
I like
too.
him without his beard.
What?
I like
no,
him without
with the
his
beard
beard.
for
I
sure.
think they all look good no matter what.
Except for, I don't know if I like Chris Evans with a beard or without. I don't like him at all.
I like
but
them both.
With I
Yeah.
can't decide if I like him with his beard or without.
Well,
I'll have to do some research.
okay. Well, what did you put as your next one?
I
do you
put
have?
Chris Hemsworth as my
Really?
next one.
That
Yeah.
low?
Wow.
No, yeah.
There's 4 of them, so.
They're all so close.
We all like agree except for you, and you just put.
Yeah, I might.
Can we take a side, like a little side step to like rank the Hemsworths really quick?
Oh.
Oh.
True.
Chris is definitely the
Chris
top
is
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely.
But what even is it? Liam?
Liam,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's one
And
of them like
then-
Kevin or
Luke.
something.
Kevin. Oh,
Is his
Luke.
name?
I think it's Luke.
I-
Oh, I thought there were
Luke?
4.
Yeah, there's 4, and then the one doesn't
There are
act
4?
though, and he's like young.
One of them's like a
and,
nobody.
Yeah, one doesn't.
One of them
act.
was in the
Are you looking up
in
Kevin?
Thor Ragnarok with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
was
played
like,
like Loki or something,
Yeah.
didn't he? Yeah.
No, he wasn't
Well,
Loki,
not the
'cause that
main
was Matt
Loki. He
Damon.
was. He was like the fake Thor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good scene. But yeah, I'm glad Matt Damon made it in too. Although Matt Damon is ugly, and I will fight somebody on that. Really, you think Matt
I
Damon's
love Matt
Matt
Damon.
Damon is ugly?
Matt Damon's like my favorite person ever.
He looks like an old person.
Well, he is an old
Okay,
person.
yeah,
Like
that's
now
true.
he looks
They're
like an
all
old person.
That's true.
But
But yeah, why are all these people old?
yeah, they're all in their 30s, so
Yeah.
which isn't
Well,
that old actually. But
That's not well, you know. it's
Okay,
older
there
than
is
me.
only 3, I guess.
Oh, we just made up Kevin.
I like
You're thinking of the Jonas Brothers.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Kevin Jones.
yeah.
We could rank
Yeah.
them too.
Luke.
Nick
That-
is the best. I don't know.
Nick
I
is
just
the
said a
best.
random one, but
Although-
he
Yeah,
is the
Nate's-
best.
Luke was in that one show we were just watching,
Luke who?
Luke Hemsworth.
Oh, Luke Hemsworth. I was still thinking Kevin. I was like, there isn't a Kevin.
He was in The Good Place,
Really?
the show. Yeah, he was, and he played himself, and they made
Oh,
fun of the fact that he wasn't famous.
Yeah, I remember.
Or
And
he
he
was
married
about-
because he was gonna marry that one girl, and he had
Tahani.
insecurity about
Yeah,
because
he
he
was
wasn't famous. It
insecure
was
about
really funny.
himself because his brothers are more famous than him, and for good reason. He's not very attractive. Sorry.
Oh, they all kind of
And
look
he's
the same.
short.
How
He's
tall is
short.
Yeah, he's like his brothers could like step on him on accident.
he? Yeah, that gives points to the other ones that they're tall.
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth would be a little bit better if he didn't marry Miley Cyrus.
Okay, he
really?
like fixed Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus basically.
He did kind
That
of.
is
do that.
true.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus
Are they
is
still?
not-
They're still married. They made it.
They
Well,
had their house burned down in California the other
That's
day.
true.
Oh yeah.
It's more like a mansion probably, but
You're right, but they still live
Still
there.
a
so
house,
it's
yeah.
that's true. I guess that is still a house. What qualifies a house, a mansion? Where's the
I
line
don't
drawn?
4 stories.
No, there can be a mansion that's less than 4 stories. 4 stories is like a mega mansion. That's insane.
Anything
Oh.
else is just a shack to me.
Wow.
I have high standards, okay?
Wow, we live in a shack. Who knew?
Yeah, we live in like a garage.
Compared to a 4-story mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fight me. Sorry, I have like.
But yeah, who are we? Yeah, you said Chris. I still can't wait. So
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth.
wait, that means you think Chris Evans is higher than Chris Hemsworth?
Y'all just
That's-
brother.
He's gonna be
Wow.
number 1. I know it.
Wow. Okay, wait. So were we on number 3?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait. What happened? What was yours? Was yours the list?
Chris Pine. Yeah,
Okay.
he's my third. I mean, I love
Yeah.
him, but I love the other ones more.
Oh,
So
that's kind of how I am too.
Yeah.
they're all so close, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chris Pine.
Same with me, except for Chris Evans. He's at the bottom. I just
Yeah,
don't like him.
He's at the bottom of mine.
Yeah, he's just.
Okay. I guess. What's your next one?
Wait, did you
Wait,
go? You
what's
didn't
your
say your
third?
third one.
Wait, my third
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Chris Pine's my third one too.
Oh, we would disagree. We all.
Y'all have the same list.
I thought we usually compare our lists when we do lists to make sure we don't have the same one. But
But since we have like the same Chris's,
that's true. There's only 4. But
Yeah.
I guess it's just more of an open
I was like
discussion
making fun of
about
you guys
who's
because
who.
Chris Pine was so low on your list, but he's actually number 3 on my list too.
Yeah.
And I'm
I just
reconsidering
feel like
my
there should
own
be more
list
Chris's,
right now.
you know? We can add. How about like what's another famous Chris? Christopher
Christopher
Walken.
Nolan.
Christopher Robin. I don't know.
Chris Kringle.
What's
Santa Claus. He's the
Chris
best.
Rock?
Chris
Rock.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I actually thought about putting him on my list just for fun
Oh
too.
really?
'cause
I
he's
wanted to.
really great.
My bit that I was gonna do with my honorable mentions was I was gonna put Santa as Chris Kringle on my list and say he was the hottest,
I don't get
but I
that.
forgot. No, because Santa would be hot. That's funny. Santa's not
No,
hot.
I get that
Santa's
you don't
cold.
think Santa's hot, but like, who's Chris Kringle?
Chris Kringle.
That's
You've never heard
Santa
that?
Claus.
No.
It's
Just
what?
another name for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
What?
You've never heard that?
That sounds like a stupid name of the like Pringles chips.
It's like Chris Kringle is, and then there's like Saint Nick, and that's like I don't. There's got to be like a Christmas song about
Yeah,
Chris
there
Kringle.
is.
Saint
there
There
is.
definitely is.
Chris
I don't know.
Kringle?
No, yeah, Chris Kringle.
Chris Kringle.
Look it up, but with a K. It's like Chris with a K.
Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't count.
And
I guess
Is
it's
it
the
Chris
name.
with? Well,
It
yeah, I
is.
guess
Well, I
it
think
is.
it's 'cause the
Kringle's
Kringle.
Claus.
Yeah. Carter's
Yeah.
Googling it. I'm pretty sure, isn't there like a song, like a Christmas
I think
song
so.
about it? I don't
know what song
remember.
it is though.
Yeah, me neither. Or I would sing it.
Chris Kringle may refer to Santa Claus
May refer to. Who else is it referring to?
or a secret Santa gift exchange.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
no, me neither.
Yeah, that's
You guys want to hear a fun fact about Santa Claus? You know, like the movie The Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that Santa Claus is not actually spelled with an E at the end of Claus? But because of that movie, they put an E at the end because of like a clause, like a lawsuit thing, because, you know, it matches with the movie, and it's not actually spelled with an E at the end.
I've always wondered.
Yeah, it's actually just
I've never
Santa.
wondered.
It's C-L-A-U-S.
I don't care.
What? That's
I was
mind
thinking
blowing.
the same thing.
That's mind
That was the
blowing.
most useless fact.
Yeah.
What?
No, I never know to spell it with an E or not.
Yeah, but it's actually not. But
Well, how
everyone
often
thinks
are
it
you
is.
spelling Santa?
Smelling Santa
Smelling.
Claus? Pretty often, actually.
Hopefully never.
It's the Christmas season.
He's probably disgusting. He has to
You guys
wear-
gotta get around the world quick.
And he like lives with deer.
Well, reindeer. There you go. Carter doesn't believe in reindeer.
I don't.
He
What?
doesn't think they're real.
They're not. I've never seen one.
Yeah.
I've seen one before. I've
Really?
seen reindeer.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
You have.
They're like it's
What?
an actual animal.
Yeah, it's like an elk.
It is.
Is it
He's
different
hopeless.
than a deer?
It's
Yeah, it's different. It's got like different. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a moose and a
It's
deer
different.
mixed
You've
together.
seen
The girl-
deer have horns, okay?
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Reindeer also do, and
Yeah.
the girls have horns also. Antlers.
See,
Not
that's
horns.
different than
Horn.
deer. Antlers. Wait, are they antlers or horns? That's. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
There is a horned deer. Or it's actually like a fanged deer, and it looks
Oh,
like
I
it has
saw
fangs.
that. Yeah.
That's weird.
And that's why it's called the
Creepy.
fanged deer. Should we move on?
Yeah. My number 2 is
This is where I feel like this is where it gets controversial than number 2 and 1.
I
Although
can agree with that.
Amelia's has been controversial the whole
Yeah.
time.
It's true. And I'm almost positive her top 1 is Chris Evans, which I disagree. Chris Hemsworth is my number 2. And
I'm triggered.
why?
'Cause-
He's your number 1. But
Didn't say that.
well, there's only 2 left, so.
That's fair.
And hotness scale for me is an 8 on him.
Ooh.
Okay.
I give him a 10.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
a
me
10.
too.
He's
Yeah.
definitely a 10.
Chris
Really?
Hemsworth.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the hottest one.
I have high standards.
How much higher can you
Yeah,
get?
right. Chris Hemsworth.
I'm a 9.
Name the
James
hottest.
is a
Who's
10.
the hottest? Oh, thank you. I'll take it.
you
Wait,
go.
who's the hottest celebrity? Do you think? That's not Selena
It's-
Gomez,
it's
because I know
one
that's
of
what
the
you would say.
Why can I not pick Selena Gomez?
Carter's celebrity crush is Selena Gomez. Who
So
else?
why do you just disregard my crush?
No, I don't know. Who else would it be? Who do you think is like a 10 then?
Selena Gomez.
If not, okay, never mind. Move on with your list.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Chris Hemsworth, he's the 10.
No, he's not. He's an 8.
No.
I think he's.
Anyways,
an
why
11.
else do you think he's number 2 as opposed to number 1?
Yeah, he's my number 2 because he's Thor, and Thor is
Thor's hilarious. He's like my new
Yeah.
favorite.
He's my
Yeah.
favorite superhero.
he's my favorite superhero too.
He wasn't until Thor Ragnarok.
He was
I agree
always
with that.
mine
Yeah,
because he was mine from that one. Was it the first or second Thor movie where he's like in the cafe?
It's the first one.
Yeah, I haven't even said what I was.
I know, because you talk about this scene all the time. Every time you talk about Thor, you're like, oh, I remember this scene where he's in the cafe.
Well, he is in the cafe, and he like gets coffee or something, and he's never had coffee before, and he's like, "This drink is delicious," and he throws it on the ground and it shatters, and everyone's like, "Ah, that's funny."
That's the scene that makes Thor your
And he's
favorite
like,
superhero.
"Get me another," and he shatters it, and that's hilarious.
Your
'cause
Thor impression is not
Because
really
you
good.
love coffee.
Get me another. I do love coffee, and I always think that would be fun. You know,
To smash
To
a cup on the
shatter.
ground.
like you go to that
I've
restaurant.
dropped one
Is it
before.
like
It's not that fun.
like that steak restaurant? It's like Colton's, and you get to throw the peanuts on the ground after you eat them.
That's Logan's.
Yeah.
Close. I was close. Well, what if you could do that with everything? You eat, and then you have a dish. You just throw it on the ground.
I
Literally
think there's like,
get fined.
That's my dream.
yeah, well, that's a hazard.
Yeah.
How would you
A
leave?
dirty world.
And it's kind of mean.
Yeah,
Some people have
that,
to clean
that would-
it.
yeah, and they'd have to be very rich people to have to buy new plates every time someone comes.
What? What? I didn't say it's a good
Criticizing.
idea, but I said it's my dream. Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, Chris Hemsworth. I would disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say my number 2 is Chris Pratt because this is Chris Pratt. I also the ones I said none of these are close to me except for Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth. They are very close, but I had to put Chris Hemsworth above because I love Chris Hemsworth.
Mm-hmm.
But I do really like Chris Pratt. He's just a cool dude. He's super
Oh,
nice.
And I also put down
I've
that
seen-
Chris
or at least
Hemsworth,
so
I
I
think,
think.
is the most ripped out of all of them.
Oh, for
Chris
sure.
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
the
Like he
the
could beat
buffest.
them all in an arm wrestling match.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
probably. For sure. Chris Pine. I don't even think Chris Pine is buff. Chris
No,
Pine.
Chris Pine. See, Chris Pine, I think is the hottest because he's not like overly buff, like
What?
bodybuilder
None of
buff.
them are that. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not like.
But he's like fit
Gross.
still.
No, you know who is a perfect 10? Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I disagree
I
with that.
I think he's like the
He
manliest
doesn't
man.
have any hair, and hair is like
What? Yeah, but
He looks
20%
like a rock.
of beauty.
that's why they call him The Rock, I guess. Who knows?
He does look like a rock, and his
But
face
he's
is long.
ripped.
He's got a long face.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just because he's bald. Anybody that's bald makes it look like their head
That's
is
true.
bigger.
I wish
Fun fact.
Yeah, where's your forehead stop if you don't have
it
hair?
doesn't.
It doesn't.
stop.
It just
What?
keeps going. I guess it stops
Goes
for
all the way down.
Wow.
That's disturbing.
Everybody, you're just a
I should have said that.
forehead.
You're just one big
One
forehead.
big forehead with a face. That's terrible.
I'm a forehead. Are you guys forehead?
I am a forehead. Actually, I could almost be a 3 head.
I'm almost a 5 head.
Actually, I'm a 4 head, I think.
We know a guy who's like a 10 head.
We do. No names are being good to say.
No names. It's not a bad thing.
No.
He looks good, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he has nice
he's
hair.
attractive. He does have nice hair. But it's just way up here.
It's up here.
I'm sorry,
That was good though.
I'm really mean. I don't know why. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to him. He doesn't watch or listen, and he probably
Who
doesn't.
knows?
It's true. He might. He wouldn't know that we're talking about him anyway. But now he does because I said that. Anyway.
Wait, how does that?
Because
mean-
now he was thinking, oh, they're not talking about me.
But now that you said
then
that,
I-
he's like, oh, they are talking about me.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Anyway, who's your guys' number 2?
Mine is Chris Pratt. I already said that though.
Yeah.
Mine's Chris Pratt too.
Mine
Oh,
is
nice.
also.
Oh, that
Yeah.
means we have the same list.
What?
No
Wow.
way.
Wow. I
Chris
put,
Pratt is not the best. I'm sorry.
Chris Pratt is the best.
Chris Pratt is like
Okay.
the nice guy, you know, like you
He's
really
the good
like
guy.
him,
Exactly.
but he's not the top because you know
No.
you just like he's too nice, you know.
What?
Too nice.
No, like not like that. Like he's like
Stupid.
he's like
Yeah.
he's like generic is what I mean by that. Like he's really just
He's
like
not
generic.
generic.
normal.
Wow.
That's what
I think they're all
I
special.
think he's the
I think
funniest,
he's awesome though. I do
And
think he's
he's-
the funniest.
but I don't think he's the cutest.
Okay,
That's true.
you're right. He's not the
He's
cutest.
not the
I
cutest
rated
at
him
all.
a 7.
Yeah, he's actually pretty.
Wait,
low.
wait, wait. What did you say you rated Chris Evans?
Chris Evans?
6, I think.
He's a 6.
What?
I think Chris Pratt
Wow.
is cuter than Chris Evans.
I would agree with that.
Yes, I agree
by a
with
lot.
Y'all are.
I also think Chris Pratt is not the most attractive though.
No.
See,
No.
because I put
Of
my
them all.
list like who I'd want to hang out with first, and Chris Pratt I think would
Well,
be the
yeah.
most.
I put
fun.
attractiveness first,
I would
basically.
I
that's why Chris Pratt is second. But I did take into consideration that he's funny. I just think he's kind of boring. Like he's the same in every movie,
He
like I
is.
said earlier.
That's
So that's why I'm
true.
like,
Yeah.
I don't want to give him a bunch of like credit for being like a great actor because I don't know if he is. I don't know.
But he was in Jurassic World, which I
That's true.
love.
True.
I love
He
the
was a
movie.
little bit different in Jurassic World, but
Yeah.
still not really.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's me doing the. Forget it.
oh, the
What?
you said piranha.
Like-
You meant raptor. You
I
said
did say
piranha.
piranha, didn't I?
The raptor thing. Or yeah, that was actually pretty funny, but I didn't understand.
Raptors are just piranhas with feet. So
Whoa. Mind blown.
also I put down Chris Pratt as my number 1 because even as like Andy from Parks and Rec, he like is still attractive even though he's like overweight and lazy.
Yeah. Well,
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah. And then
He's
he like
okay.
gets buff and you're like, oh, he's even more attractive.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't think he could get any more attractive, but he can.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He stopped drinking beers. That was what they said in Parks and Rec. Whenever he got buff because of Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's what they used as an excuse. He was like, what did you do? And he's like, I just stopped drinking beers. And he's like, that's it? He's like, yeah, I drink a lot of beer. And they were like, oh.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a good show.
That was a good
He's
show.
definitely my
But
favorite on
not,
that
yeah,
show.
it was better than The Office.
Ooh, yeah.
We already had this discussion
I
previous
think so.
episode, but
And you guys who'd you put as number 1?
Chris Evans.
Why? You need
I
a good explanation
Yeah.
and a long speech.
I love Chris Evans. Like I would die for this guy. You know, I don't know
What?
him obviously, but like he's
No.
just so great. He's like the reason I like superhero movies, which you said he was the worst superhero.
I
I,
think he's
love
Captain
him.
America's so boring.
Like out of all the superheroes, he's like at the bottom. He's cool.
Yeah.
Like he's just
Like, what cool thing has he done? Like, all these other superheroes are really cool. He just has a
Okay.
shield. It's like-
yeah. He's
Okay,
just,
but the thing about Chris Evans is I don't like him as a person, but I do like him as Captain America. Because, yeah, he has superpowers, but he's also, like, incredibly strong without his superpowers.
Yeah, that's
True.
true.
So
But-
wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I can't tell if you're defending him or,
Captain-
or about to make a point
No, I
against
like
him.
Captain
Captain
America.
America.
Oh,
Like the whole
okay.
thing was he wasn't strong, and then
Yeah, but then
they gave him the super.
I think she meant, like, morally
serum.
strong.
Oh.
Like,
he's
he's
just
mentally.
mentally
That
strong.
makes more
He's
sense.
willful.
Mentally,
fiercely
yes.
strong.
Yeah, but he's just kind of boring. You know?
No, I love
No.
him.
He's like a jock, but instead of on a football team, he's on like the frisbee golf team.
No, he's on, like, the
That
spelling
makes him so much better. That's what's so great about it.
No.
Why would you go for the jock when you can go
That's
for the
true.
frisbee?
For the
Frisbee
But you
golf?
could be like,
Yes.
but you could be like Chris Hemsworth, who's my number 1, and be both.
Oh,
Okay, that's true.
He's
No,
my-
Chris Hemsworth would be like on the what's that sport
That they play in
where
Australia.
You have like a hammer and you hit the balls through the little metal hoops in the ground.
Cricket?
Yes.
No, wait,
That's
no, that's
what-
not cricket. That's croquet.
Croquet. What's cricket?
Cricket is the one with like the little like paddle
Oh.
thing. It's kind of
Yeah.
like baseball,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in like.
It's British baseball.
Europe.
Right.
Yes.
You guys want to hear a fun story about croquet? Is that what it is? One time, I was at our homeschool co-op. There was a class, and it was a crochet class, and I thought it was a croquet class, so I took it. And I was the only guy in there that entire class, so I had to take a crochet class that whole semester. And now I know how to crochet.
What did you make?
Nothing really. I made like some strings that were like twined
Strings?
together, or like that's what crochet is.
Doesn't it come
Well,
in
yeah, but
strings?
you
Yeah.
make it into stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't. It was like a short class. It was like one semester. We only meet like once every week. So, and I wasn't good at it because I thought it was croquet and I wanted to play croquet.
Okay, so like, how did you guys rank yours on like how hot they were, or like if you'd want to hang out with them, or who you'd meet if you had to meet one?
Oh, if we were talking who we'd want to meet, I don't know. I think I still want to meet Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
I
I
would
really
take
wouldn't
both.
any of them.
Although Chris
Like,
Pratt
I
would be pretty
wouldn't
cool to
turn
me.
down one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might turn down Chris Evans to protest.
I wouldn't.
Actually, I wouldn't turn him down because he's cool.
Because Yeah.
I haven't met any of these people, sadly. But fun story. You guys everyone's heard the story, but they haven't heard the story, and that's what matters. Jason Momoa almost ran me over at a Comic-Con one time.
Oh yeah.
I like to flex. Weird flex, but okay. No, it was really funny though. He was like, I was in line for food, and like this 6'5" guy just like walked by me and was like, "Sorry, dude," and I was like, "Oh, no problem." And then I looked over, I was like, "Oh, it's Jason Momoa. That's cool."
Yeah, there's two types of people at Comic-Con. There's Milo.
Oh,
Can't remember his last name. He was in
Heroes,
the show.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah, there's people like him who, when we wanted a picture with him,
You're not supposed to take pictures.
you're not supposed to
unless
take
you pay.
pictures of them
But
unless you pay
we do.
money. But we were gonna sneak a picture of him, and he saw us, and he put his hand up like this, and gave us this nasty look.
Yeah.
And walked away.
Yeah, and we were like, "What the heck, dude?"
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's people like that, and then there's people like that one person from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, that one girl. I don't know her name.
No idea what her name was.
She was in one scene.
Wow.
She wasn't important.
She was in 10 episodes. But we tried to sneak a picture of her, and she jumped out of the booth and was posing for us.
You didn't even bother to remember her name. She did that for you.
It's Alexandra
sorry.
something.
You're right, it is Alexandra because she had the same name as Alex.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't remember what it was.
I can't remember her last name either, but it's okay because I don't remember Milo's last name.
We can just say we're on first name basis with them.
We are. Yeah. So those are the two types of people at Comic-Con, and I think Chris Pratt would be like Alexandra.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to get a picture
Well,
of
that's
him.
all extreme. Probably just hundreds.
Whatever. But
Not
I feel like he
thousands.
would just pose anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
But then I think Chris Evans, he would be more like Milo.
I'd have to
think
agree.
He would be the guy that didn't want his picture taken unless you paid him.
Maybe he's just got a bad energy or something.
And
I don't know.
That's gonna be me, and then you'll be more like Alexandra. You'll let people take pictures of you.
You would really cover it up?
No.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, what a jerk. I would definitely be posing for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that'll be us someday when we're famous, with our podcasts.
You gotta dream big.
You gotta have big goals.
Can you even name one famous podcaster? Yep.
No, I can't.
So I thought you don't go famous for podcasts. Sorry, Jacob.
Yeah, that's fine.
Y'all be the first.
Yeah, we'll be the
Yeah.
first.
Let's go.
Yeah. And we'll go to Comic-Con, and Carter will put his hand up, and I'll pose.
Yeah. And then there's the people like Jason Momoa who
Run you over.
yeah, I don't think he knows the etiquette. He just
Yeah,
walks around.
He was there was the bodyguard was chasing after him, the guy in the suit that was also really big and buff,
I mean,
but he was just
Jason Momoa
chasing after him. I
Could
was
be
like,
his own
okay.
bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he needs one. He's he was super tall and he was super ripped. It was kind of scary, but
Yeah. Okay. Another theoretical question: if all these Chris's fought,
who would win?
That's a good question.
Chris Hemsworth.
Ooh, so
really,
Oh yeah.
Chris
Thor.
Hemsworth. I think he is the
he
buffest.
is the strongest. But
Are we
I don't
talking
think
about
he's
their
the smartest?
Are we talking about their characters, or are we talking about them?
We could do both.
If it was their characters, Thor would
Oh, yeah,
definitely
Thor.
win. Because
yeah, you're
Captain
right.
America
Yeah.
might have a good shot, but I think he would
No,
still
why
lose.
would Captain America have a good
Okay, well
shot?
he beat Star-Lord and that guy from Wonder Woman.
Without his shield, Captain America is just one strong boy. He could get
Yeah.
shot. He's dead.
But Thor
But he's
doesn't
got the
use a gun.
shield, so
Yeah, but what if he drops
he's
it?
He's not just gonna drop it.
Right.
Okay, well, what? That's a
Left it
stupid argument.
Okay,
What if
well,
he
all you
drops
have to
it?
do is aim for his feet.
Well, he jumps. He's faster than a
yeah,
bullet.
his whole
He's
body
not fast
can
enough.
fit it behind the shield.
Yeah, he can get in a really
Okay,
small ball.
what
That's
if you
a
just
superpower.
have two guns and you go around?
Okay, Thor doesn't use guns.
Okay,
He uses a hammer.
He shoots lightning. It's faster.
That's true. Well, we already saw them fight in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah, but
With
it's
Iron
not
Man.
really fair because Iron Man was there.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I really need to sneeze, and
You sounded so distraught. He's gonna.
it's gotta look into the light.
That does help.
It does.
It's not gonna come though. So yeah, as characters, I would have to say Thor wins, but as
That's a different story with the actors.
What if Chris Pratt has all his dinosaurs though?
Ooh. That's fair. I don't know. I think Thor could kill some dinosaurs.
all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, all the dinosaurs.
I don't
every
know.
single one.
It took him a long time to kill that one really big one in the movie. So,
Wait, all
So what
these
if he just
dinosaurs
went up?
against?
Well, he
the
just uses them
heroes
as an
or the
army.
people.
Are we going one-on-one? Or are we doing everybody
This is
together?
a free for all, a bloodbath.
Yeah, a bloodbath. Probably Chris Hemsworth would win. I think he could just whack everybody. But a
I don't know. I think Chris Pine is
if he
pretty
had-
speedy.
If they had time to prepare,
I think he could get away.
I agree. I think Chris Pine's the smartest. I think he would have some
Yeah.
sort of preparation.
Also, we're basing this just completely off of
If we're
Nothing.
basing it
Yeah,
on
we don't know.
character,
We don't know anything about these people. We're like this one seems mean. This guy would be really nice.
That's true. Really no. No
But
point of reference.
I know he seems like a smart guy.
Yeah,
I
he
think
really
Chris
think he
Pine
would.
would sacrifice himself.
Oh, he
Wow.
would. He
Because of
yeah.
Wonder
That
Woman.
is so true.
Oh, that's true.
Wow.
But
He's gonna go up on my
he'd
list.
still lose though. Chris Evans.
I'm gonna put
As
Chris
the
Hemsworth
actor.
as my number 3.
See, also another
Oh,
thing.
no.
Name another movie that Chris Evans has been in other than the Avengers or the
He was in
Marvel
that
movies.
one movie,
He's been in a bunch of
What was it
movies.
called?
Yeah, I
Fantastic
just haven't
Four,
seen
but that's
them.
not good.
Gifted.
Ooh, yeah, don't use Fantastic
Ooh, Fantastic
Yeah.
Four.
Example.
Actually, he was in that new one that was like got like a bunch of
Was it
awards for the
like
from
the
all the film
daughter?
festivals.
He had the daughter.
Yeah,
Like,
and the daughter.
what was it called? Gifted?
Yeah, it was
Is that what
something.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some like weird like feel good movie that was completely out of
Feel-good.
his range. I feel like because we're
What do you mean? It's Captain America. is
that's true. I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense.
superhero.
But and then he was in that one. It was called what was it called? Like the and they're like on the train, and he like looks really scary on the picture. I just see it all the
What?
time. And our friend just told us really what EJ tells us to watch it all the time, and it's called like The Snow something.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And they're like all on. They like the world is like gone to flames or something, so they all live on a train or something. It sounds really stupid,
Wait,
but
what?
it's supposed to be really good.
Didn't know that.
Well,
That
look it up.
sounds stupid.
Look up Chris. No, I'm telling you, and he like has an axe in the picture.
That's weird.
The snowman. That's
he
how it
acted.
is.
Wait, is it called Defending Jacob?
No. Are you
Because
defending?
He was in a movie
me?
called Defending
Oh,
Jacob.
I
I
changed.
was
He's up
like-
on my list.
Oh wait, no, just kidding. He's going to be in Defending Jacob. It doesn't come out. Till
I bet it's gonna
2019.
be like a remake of this, and he's gonna be defending me.
Oh, he's like on. He's like.
Yeah, he's
sitting right
helping
here
me.
next to you.
Yeah, we should have him on the show, and he
we
can
should.
defend himself.
I will
Yeah,
come back to that
sure.
episode.
Or you can have him follow up episode.
He was in Greenland. Is that what it's called?
No, it's called It's got a picture of him, and he's got a beard and an axe,
There's no pictures.
and he's
it's
scared.
just-
Oh,
When did it come out? A long time ago.
no,
How about Playing It Cool?
no.
Before we go.
Before we go, what?
Oh, Snowpiercer.
Is that it? Click on it. Does it have scary him with an axe?
It does. Oh,
Yeah.
like
That
and
looks
he's,
great.
He's in front of a big metal circle.
Sure.
Yeah, it is him with an axe. I didn't know that was him.
Yeah,
Wow,
he looks
does look
scary.
You guys
Yeah.
want to see? That's him. Wow, he is scary. Everybody out there can't see.
That's scary. I've already seen it. I don't need to see it. But yeah, I told you he was scary. But like, also another thing, Chris Pine has been in a lot of movies. I already made this point, but that's why I think he's the best actor. And like, what has Chris Pratt even been in? You know, like other than
Yeah.
like those, he's been in like 5 movies. Although I'm sure we just haven't seen all of his movies.
He's just now kind of popular though.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
it's not
He's like up
big-
and coming.
Sure, he
Yeah.
has been blowing up recently.
Yeah, he is a really cool dude. I really like his Instagram. Do you know he owns a sheep farm?
No.
No, I
True.
did not know that.
Yeah, he posts about it all
Up
the
in
time,
my
and he
list
has like a
now.
herd of sheep.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, he posts on his Instagram
I
all the
never pay
time.
attention to that.
And oh yeah, I forgot to make my most important point for Chris Hemsworth.
His Instagram series on his story.
Oh
Wait, is that what you were gonna say?
no, but that's a good one. I was thinking Chris Hemsworth. My point for him was his accent. His
Oh,
amazing-
I wrote
yeah.
down he's Australian.
I
And,
can
like,
see
how
that.
can
He's
you not like
Australian, and he can,
Anyone that's
and he can
Australian.
dance. He posted this picture of him dancing with his mom or his wife or something, and he was like doing the tango.
Oh, his mom.
And it was like, see, he's a nice
Yeah.
guy.
It's
Yeah,
a
but
little offensive to say his mom or his wife. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
well, I don't know. I don't remember. It's not like I couldn't tell at the moment I knew, but now I can't remember.
Okay.
But yeah,
I
so
didn't-
he's a cool.
He doesn't look like the dancing type.
You know, he was like doing
surprised.
the tango, and it was like he was really
Really?
good. Yeah,
He can do it all.
He can.
He might go up on my list.
Yeah.
But not if you mention Chris Pratt's Instagram story series.
Oh,
You
what's
guys-
that
I don't know if
snack?
you've seen it. Yeah. He does like this thing called What's That Snack?
or what's my snack? What is it called?
I think it's What's That Snack?
I think it's what my. I know. I think it's what's
he
my
just
snack.
starts off and he's
Next squabble.
like, What's That Snack? He just like reviews his snacks.
Yeah, and it's really funny. He's like, because he, especially when he's like on a movie set, because you know he has to be on like a strict diet so he can stay swole, and he has like he like has
Not
to eat
on
this like
Parks
really
and
gross
Rec.
stuff that's like like tiny portions, and he like always posts videos and stuff of it, and it's really funny.
Yeah, it's true. You guys want to know what the first thing he ever acted in?
What?
It's called Cursed Part 3
Whoa!
in 2000.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a movie. It was a short film.
Oh,
It was a horror comedy.
those are always terrible. I was gonna say, have you ever seen a good horror comedy? But I don't think I've ever seen a horror comedy in general.
And then the next, he was in one episode of The Huntress.
What do you mean? Do you even know what The Huntress is?
No.
Oh, but he was in one episode of it. You know what? I hate TV. Movies are far superior.
Oh, really? I like.
I don't like
agree
shows.
with that.
I like shows
I like
because you
everything.
can like stay with them for a while and
That
like
is
get
true.
to know
But
people better.
and yeah, see, none of
That's
these
true.
people have been on TV. Movies are also more successful.
That's
Except
not
Chris
true.
Pratt.
Oh, except
He was
for
in
he's on
Parks
one
and
episode of
Rec.
The Huntress. Oh, he wasn't.
He was
You're
in
right.
Parks and Rec.
I was
That's
thinking
what
of
you brought
current
up.
shows. I was thinking of current shows, and I was gonna say that like none of them have been in shows.
Whenever
But I guess
somebody
they have.
asks me like, where do I know Chris Pratt? I'm just gonna say, The Huntress.
The Huntress, that one episode. you
Oh,
know?
actually, I don't know why I didn't think about this. I have a story about Chris Pratt.
Oh.
We were in Walmart once. Not me and Chris Pratt.
Yeah, you don't like you do.
We were in Florida, and we were in Walmart, and it was like late, and we were getting a bunch of groceries, and everybody had left me behind while I got the groceries. And as I was like trying to carry all of them, I had to stop to turn around to see a guy sitting on a bench who looked
Oh yeah.
just like Chris Pratt, specifically from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, because he wasn't.
He
like,
wasn't-
swole.
yeah, he
he
wasn't,
wasn't
like,
super
swole.
attractive, but
But there's like the way he was sitting and the way he was dressed. He had like the flannel on, and he had his like leg kicked up. He didn't have like a
Yeah.
cast, but like it just like kind of fit the picture. And I like walked past him and I stopped. I like turned
Yeah.
around and I was like, "Hey man," and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Did anyone ever tell you you look just like Chris Pratt from Parks and Rec?" And as soon as I said that, his eyes lit up, and he turns to his wife, I guess, sitting next to him, and said, "I told you." It was like
yeah, he did look. Because I remember like you like came up to the rest of us and you were like, "Dude, did you see that guy?" I was like, "Yeah, he looked just like Chris Pratt."
Yeah. It was impressive.
It was.
He could have a career in.
Yeah, but
Doing some
sad.
impressions.
Well, he wasn't as attractive, so
That's true.
which is understandable because it is hard to be that attractive.
You want to know what the first thing Chris Evans was in?
No, but sure, tell me.
Yes, I want to know.
I don't want to know anything about
I
Chris
care.
Evans.
Also in 2000, he was in
popular
a
year.
TV miniseries called The Opposite Sex. He was in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah.
How many seasons did they get? Like one?
How many seasons are in the show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
You
not
have to
gonna-
look. I was just gonna say it was probably not successful.
Oh, he was in The Fugitive?
He was?
Wait a second. What the heck is this?
No.
Yeah. Is this right? Is this the right movie I'm talking about with
Harrison Ford.
yeah.
Yeah.
Harrison
Yeah,
Ford?
that's right.
He
I
was,
love
He
in,
that
was in
movie.
that.
he was in that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Was he?
That's in my top 10 favorite movies,
Wow.
which we'll do an episode on one day.
Oh, well, you just spoiled it. Wait, where is it in your top 10 favorite movies?
I have a list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, tell us.
So prepared.
I tried to make a list
Every
of
time
We'll
I
make a lot of
every time I watch a
lists.
movie, I'm like, I'll have a
Yeah,
list.
no, 'cause ever since doing Squabble, I have the weirdest notes on my phone. Because, like, I don't title them, like, what the episode we're doing is, so, like, I just write it all down. And so I'll be, like, looking through my notes, and I'll just have, like, random, like, assortments of things, and I'm like, what the heck is this?
The Fugitive is number 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's number 1? Yeah, I know what it is.
I will not tell you
It's
until
The
that episode. Shut up. It is The Incredibles.
That's a good movie.
Thank you.
The
Wow.
Incredibles,
movie.
but which was better, the second one or the first one?
I haven't seen the second one.
I like the second one.
I do like the second one.
I
but,
thought it was okay. The first one's better.
I do,
First
yeah,
one
I was
is
gonna say
better.
first one's better. But speaking of animated movies, another thing for Chris Pratt is he was in the Lego Movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the
Which
most
wasn't
like
animated movie.
versatile Chris.
I disagree
Yeah,
with
me
that.
too.
That's
But
wrong.
not with his acting.
What?
Maybe
No,
in
I
the
mean,
stuff
like,
he's been in.
Yeah, in like his category of the
In his
movies, I guess.
history,
Well,
genre.
okay,
How about
Chris
that?
Pine, he's in like all sorts of different movies.
Yeah, I say
Yeah.
Chris Pine is
Yeah.
definitely
Let me
more.
look up
Oh, yeah.
Chris Pine.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Because he's not tied to like just being in superhero movies, you know.
That's true. Like
'Cause
a bad thing about Chris Evans is like now that he's Captain America,
He kind of can't
he's
do
like
it.
the only Captain America. Kind
Yeah.
of like Daniel Radcliffe. He's only ever going to be Harry Potter.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
like he's
Yeah.
done other things, but
I've never
who's
seen
those?
anything else
Exactly.
he's
Who
been
else
in.
is
I read something that said he wanted to quit acting after.
really?
After
Dang.
Captain
Yeah, I know that.
Dang.
That Marvel tried to get the same guy that played the Hulk from like the previous Hulk movie to be the Hulk again, but he was like, "No, I don't want to do that because then all I'm ever going to be able to be is the Hulk." And so they were like, "Well, fine," which
But
makes
now
sense.
he's nothing at all.
Yeah, so he should have probably done it. But in hindsight, he's like, "Man, I wish I would have done that."
The first thing that Chris Pine was in was ER.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Like the show?
Yeah, 2003.
Carter's
He was in
named after
London.
the doctor from ER,
I
Dr.
am.
Carter,
I am.
because my mom was obsessed with that show.
Legit.
Okay.
And that's actually, yeah.
What?
I was gonna, okay, so my friend was talking to me the other day about her boyfriend, and I was like, wasn't he named after a doctor in some movie? And then I just realized I heard that in one of the podcasts, and
Oh.
that's what I was thinking about.
Did we say that too much?
Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of what we've done.
It's true. Like sometimes I'll be like about to tell a story, and I'm like,
We've probably already
I
told
told
that
that
story.
story.
Yeah. Well, like,
I do
I'm
that
afraid
every day.
someday we're going to start redoing episodes. We're going to be like, oh, that's a good idea. We just make
No,
an
no,
episode
I
again.
cross them off the list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, we have a list full of episode ideas.
It's a very long list.
It is a very long list.
Yeah, and the next thing he was in 2003, The Guardian TV. He was in a lot of TV shows, actually.
Wow, I take it back.
He was in CSI, Miami.
You act like you've seen that show, like you're a big fan.
Well, I just it's popular. He was in The Princess Diary too.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's a
he wasn't in
good
the first
movie.
one?
No.
So
Too
sad.
bad.
Wow, Princess Diary 2
Who
came
was
out
he?
in
Was he
2004. Wow,
I was 2 years
my
old.
life has changed. He was Kirk in Star Trek.
Yeah,
I
you didn't
forgot
know
about
that.
that.
That is a good one.
That
I
was-
forgot about that too.
Oh,
What?
I like
Oh,
Star
don't-
You don't like Star Trek?
I like Star Trek. I don't like that movie.
Oh, I don't like Star Trek. all
It's
that
been a
much,
while,
but-
but
I like Star Wars.
Chris Hemsworth's
Star
also in
Wars.
that
that's
movie.
another.
but,
Oh, he's in that movie
Yeah,
too.
he's like.
Because I was looking him up and
Wait.
that came up on the list.
Oh yeah, yeah,
listed
he
it.
was. I remember that. Like I don't remember who he was.
He was
Yeah.
like
Oh.
his dad or something. It was something
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Also, Chris Pine was the voice of Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians.
He was.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Voice
this
him?
movie this morning.
I like that movie.
I like that
Everyone
movie.
says
That
it
movie
was
is
really.
good.
It was weird.
I
like
really
it.
liked it.
It was hilarious. And like Santa's like this Russian like mob boss or something. And it's
I know.
great.
That was
Yeah.
the stupidest
It's
movie.
awesome. And the
It was
Easter
so
Bunny's like
good.
super cool. And he like
No.
can dig really fast.
I know they were all like I don't know.
It was
all
so
the
cool.
fairy tales looked like they wanted to beat you up and take your
Yeah.
lunch money.
Yeah, it was
That's
awesome.
true.
It was. I liked it.
I don't know.
He really voiced Jack Frost though. That's really weird.
Yeah. He was also in Robot Chicken. Don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
Oh, nice.
He was in Vampire Lawyer.
Oh, whoa! Was he the
That was
vampire
awesome.
lawyer?
That was a short film in
He's-
2014.
I just take it back. He's
He
my
does a
number
lot
one.
of short films, actually.
I'm like thinking about it now.
My list is changing.
Have y'all seen the SNL skit with him in it, where he's like, "I'm not that Chris. I'm not that Chris." He's like, he like
No.
lists
Oh,
him out,
really?
and he's like,
Oh,
"No."
that's really funny.
It's pretty. It's
I don't
funny.
know if I've seen
watched
that
it
one.
for
That
you.
is funny. Yeah, I feel like he's the most underrated Chris.
I would
Okay.
give that to you.
Nope, I disagree.
Oh.
Because Chris Evans, I think, is the most underrated. Because if I ever say, people are like, "Who's your celebrity crush?" or like, "Who do you like?" I'm like, Chris Evans, and they're like, "Who's that?" I'm like,
Really? I
Captain
don't say who's that.
America.
I just go.
I
Really?
get because like he's like really big for Captain America, but like he's not really big for anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
So like it makes sense.
And
like
he
if you were to say
looks-
Captain America, they would have
Yeah.
been like, "Oh yeah, I know him."
And he looks just like Captain America. It's like that's like he was destined to be Captain America and only Captain America.
Well,
But then again, I haven't really seen him in anything else, so I guess I can't really say.
yeah, you didn't see him have a hatchet and
And
a train
Train
was
movie.
floating through space. What'd you say?
Snowpiercer. That's what
Yeah.
I just remembered it.
He
He already
he
told me.
told you.
But I forgot it again already.
Also, Chris Pine is a reoccurring character in a TV show called Wet Hot American Summer. So I don't know what that
Okay, let's
says.
move on.
I don't know what that says about him, but whoa! Chris Pine voices Peter Parker in Into the Spider-Verse.
What? Oh, whoa! Really? Like
Yes.
the new one?
Yes.
Like the
I'm
very
so
new
excited
one.
about-
Yes.
I can't wait to go
know that.
see that now, especially more.
Wow.
Chris Pine's my new number one.
Yeah, Chris Pine's going up on my list too.
Yeah.
I did not know that. He's going to be
Wow.
Peter Parker.
That's so
probably
cool.
the older one.
Yeah, well, not the
Yeah.
young one.
Yeah.
Because that's like he's like 12 and black, and
Well-
Chris Pine's an old white man. I think you'd probably be able to hear the difference.
You never know. He could be a really good voice actor.
Well,
so.
that's true. But I don't. Well, I guess he is if he
Yeah.
was Jack Frost.
I did not know that. You learn something new every day. Okay, I think we're running out of time here now.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know what my timer is. So. Yep, we are. So I guess the consensus. There is no
It's Chris Pine.
consensus.
Well, the consensus is that they all have their ups and downs.
Yes. Yeah, but I think Chris Pratt is ruling. Everybody picked Chris
Chris
Pratt.
Pratt. Chris Pratt. I took what I said. You were always at phone on your work.
Yeah, that is.
I'm still staying with Chris Hemsworth though.
Yeah, he's my number one.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with
You didn't
Chris
sway
Evans.
me.
So.
Speaking of Chris Hemsworth, he's gonna be in that new The Bad Times at the El Royale. That one looks good too. I don't know if anybody's heard of that.
I haven't heard
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
kind of like obscure, but like it's like some weird. It's kind of like a spy movie. It looks really cool. But
Sounds weird.
oh,
I have heard.
he's also gonna be in the new Men in Black movie that they're making. They're making a new one. They're remaking it.
Wait, is Will Smith going to be in that?
No. Well, he might be in it, but he's not gonna be the main Men in Black.
That is stupid.
But it's gonna be him, and it's gonna be the Tessa Thompson, who was I think that's her name. Was the lady from Thor Ragnarok.
Wow.
So it's gonna be like Thor Ragnarok, but they're spies now. That's what they could title it. Thor Ragnarok, but they're spies now.
That'd be pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for tuning in. Feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Squabble Podcast. We have a Patreon, link in the description below. Feel free to donate $1 and help us improve our podcasting ability. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow because it really helps us out.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
You
You went extra fast today.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You can
I'll
slow down next time.
You can also listen to us on iTunes,
Wow.
YouTube, and our website, squabblepodcast.com.
There
They
it goes
spelled
again.
squabble on the script wrong.
How'd you spell it?
Squabble.
Squabble. Brand change. Squabble.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Do you want to explain
You guys
to them
got-
the tradition?
They're fans of the show. Do you guys want to snap them later? Well, all four of us can. We can all say, we'll snap you later.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
That's how
you
it
know
goes.
what? You've seen the show. 3, 2, 1. We'll snap you later.
Was that cringy?
Very. And that's it. Yeah.